Hey everyone, welcome back. Today's drawing tutorial is going to be about how to draw a sweet little fox with a bow tie. I hope that this sounds fun for you. It definitely sounds fun for me because foxes are one of my favorite animals, so I'm really going to enjoy doing this one. To start today, I'm going to draw the eyes. You may have guessed it. And this time I am going to draw them a little bit differently than normal. So instead of just making them all black, I'm going to leave like a crescent moon or like a C shape that'll be white in there. So it'll look like my fox has these cute little pupils, just like that. Now I'm going to draw my other one and I'm going to try and make sure that they're pretty close to being in the same like line. Because if I make one too high, it'll look kind of silly. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side that I did on the other side. And that is to make sure I have a tiny circle up here, and then I have another circle, and then I have this crescent moon shape that was created with the outside. All right, now I have both eyes for my fox, and I think we're looking pretty good so far. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create the nose, and I'm gonna make it just below those two eyes, and it's just gonna be kind of a triangle with rounded edges. And for this nose, I'm gonna make a little oval in here, just like that. I'm gonna leave that oval so that it's all white, just so that it looks like my nose is nice and shiny. There we go. I think that's looking good. The next thing I'm gonna do is my sideways number 3 for the mouth. So you'll notice it looks just like a number 3 on its side, and we have the middle of the number 3 going towards the nose. Then I'm gonna draw the chin of my fox. Or if you would like, you can also draw a tongue sticking out for your fox. That is totally okay. So the next thing that I would do for a fox is I'm going to create the details, which would be like between where this is red and this is white. So I'm going to draw two little lines that are going to go from either side of the edge of the nose to the eyes, just like that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend like this line is going through the eye, and I'm going to come out the other side, and I'm going to make a point, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and I made a point. Then I'm going to make another point, and then I'm going to come down, and then I'm going to make another point, and I'm going to come down. This is going to be where the neck of my fox is, but I'm not going to do that yet. I just want to make sure that you can see that I have these two M shapes that get a little bit wider as they go down. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw kind of the top of the fox's head. So I'm going to do that by coming up from this point right here. I'm going to come up just like that. And I'm just gonna stop right above that eye. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. So I'm right above the eye on either side. Then I wanna draw my fox ears. So I'm gonna make a pretty big triangle just like that. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. And you'll notice that I stop right about at the edge of the eye on either side. That's a good frame of reference for whenever you're drawing animals, is to stop that ear right past that eye. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come from the top of the ear, just like this. I'm gonna go down like that. That's gonna be the outside of the fox's ear. I'll do the same thing on this side. And then between those two lines, I'm gonna draw a little line that's the middle of the fox's head. It's like his forehead right there. Now you'll notice that I have this big gap between either ear. So what I'm gonna do there is I'm gonna continue this line right here. And then I'm gonna make a squiggly like that that comes up towards that. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Just like that. So now this little tuft of hair right here would actually be kind of a tan color hair, and then it would be pink in here, and then it would stay orange right here. But I have an opening right here, so I gotta fix that by going right across there like that, right across there like that. So now all of this area would be orange, that would be tan, and this would be pink. If you would like to color this, that's how I would go about coloring it. But if you're not going to color it, that's also totally fine. Then I think I'm gonna give him a little hat, just because there's that space in between there. So to do that, I'm going to give him, it's kind of like a hot dog shape. And then I'm going to make two lines that go up, one line that goes across, one line like that. And then I'll just shade it in so it actually looks like a hat. Because why not, right? This will really go with this fox once I draw his little bow tie later. So now I'm gonna continue on the neck here, and I'm going to come out, make a point, and then I'm gonna come back in, and I'm gonna make a point like that. So it's looking kind of like a teardrop with an extra point right there. I'm gonna make one more point like right there, one more point there, and that's gonna be my fox's chest. I'm gonna draw the legs down here, but I wanted to tell you what that shape is. And I'm also gonna go ahead and move my camera down so that you can see a little bit more down there. There we go. Now I'm just gonna give my fox his bow tie. And I'm gonna do that by doing one triangle, one circle, and another triangle, just like that. And I'm gonna shade in the edges of the triangles and leave the middle circle white. And then we'll just go ahead and give him the actual ties so it looks like the bow tie isn't just floating there. This guy is very proper. Now the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm going to draw either leg. So I'm gonna have those come down like this. And you'll notice I'm just making it come to a point like that. Then I'm gonna draw the other one the same way. So it's a point that goes up, and they would have little paws like this. So I drew a little line across that makes two little triangles. Then I'm gonna add the two little toes. Alrighty, that looks pretty good. Now the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw kind of a circle shape. So I'm gonna start right about there. I guess it's not really a circle so much as it's kind of like the letter C again, but a little bit flatter. And then I'm gonna have a little point. So now it looks like almost like kind of a number 2 or a backwards number 3. Then I'm gonna make the back of it a little bitty curve. And then I'm gonna have just this long curve that comes to meet it, just like that. And then I can draw two toes there. Actually, I think I'm gonna shade all of his paws so that they're black. So it looks more like he's wearing some nice mittens or gloves to go with his very dapper tie and hat. And then I'll just draw a little line in there because that's his tummy right there. Now, the last thing that you would want to do for this guy is to go ahead and draw his tail, because what fox is complete without a tail? And I am going to have it so that it's kind of curved behind him and then it's coming out this side. So to do that, I am going to have it like this. So this is like the tail, but just the very edge of it that you can see. And then it's going to come out this side. So I'm going to have it go one point, another point, just like a teardrop, another point, maybe one more. And then I can add this zigzag to make the edge of the tail. And there you have it. Now we have a very proper, dapper little fox. And if you want, you could even add a couple of extra details, like maybe you could add some little fur lines in there so that he looks a little bit more fuzzy, maybe a couple in here too. I'll add those in there. Then I think I might just add a little bitty line right there to look like his nose. And why not add a couple of little lines there, just for extra details. And that's how I would draw my dapper little fox. I hope y'all enjoyed this video and found it cute. I really, really enjoy foxes, so this was a fun one for me.